Hey there, guys and gals. So we're sitting here, we've got JunkYard with us, and we're gonna go over and show you guys how we modded a Axial Wraith interior into an SCX10 Honcho, basically. And that way any of you guys can do this too. This was a real tough one for me to try to put together or decide what to do, because the JunkYard, I mean, there is so many amazing things we did to this. It kind of sucks that I never actually did a full working or video of how I did everything. You know, I kind of did a video slideshow and that was it, and an unveiling, but never actually did a actual video on how I did everything, because I was just so excited while I was working on this, and the amount of detail that went into it was just crazy, and some of it I was winging it. So like I said, we're going to show you how to put an Axial Wraith interior in these. Now that we're down on top of this truck, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pull the top off, and I will show you the detailed interior and how we mounted the Axial Wraith interior, basically. So let's pull off the top here. I've gone ahead and I've disconnected our wires for all the lights and stuff. So we'll just set this off to the side, and you can see that this is an actual Axial Wraith interior. You know, we've done a few mods to it in general, you know, for instance, adding the dashboard part, just so that way in the windshield you don't see part of it, which basically you only see a little bit of it through the windshield, and all that is simple duct tape, real easy. But this is where it's really cool and how this is mounted. So it'll fit on any standard SCX10 chassis, as long as you haven't had to do some major modifications. But you do have to turn the battery tray sideways. There's another mod I'll have to go over later. This one, we're going to focus on the interior kit and mounting this up. Okay, so real simple. There's 3 screws here. 3. That's all that holds this interior on. Because this interior, I mean, you can see it's part of the truck. You know, it's not gonna fall out. Okay, so I'm gonna show you where the 3 screws are. Okay, and you do have to do a little modification, and I'll show you. So we've got 1 screw here, 1 screw on the other side of the front here. Okay, those are just screwed into your shock hoops. That's it. Real simple. But you do have to do some trimming and a little bit of, you know, if you have a heat gun, it works really good to remold that a little bit and to form it the way you need to make it fit around these shock hoops real nice. And then we just drilled some holes and screwed into our 2 little screws. The 3rd screw, real slick. It's mounted right back here. And let me show you. It's right through our spur gear cover. So we did have to drill, we had to remove the existing screw that comes in your spur cover, or spur gear cover, I apologize. And we drilled it out a little bit to fit this larger size screw, because I needed a screw that was longer, basically, because I wanted to be able to unscrew this, so when I wanted to remove that to actually access the motor, ESC and everything, I could do that real easily by removing that 1 screw. So I drilled that out and mounted in a longer, a hair bit bigger screw. That's it. Real simple mounting procedure and how it goes together. So it's not anything real complicated, nothing fancy. To reinforce it a little bit, to help it so it kind of holds up nicely, you know, so you don't get a ton of flex all over the place. All we did was we took and you can look and notice how we cut these on the kit, the interior kit, bent them up with a heat gun. That helps tons. And then just 2-part epoxied them. You can see that on both sides. Let me go ahead and I'll pull out the 3 screws and I'll show you really how simple it truly is. Now we've loosened up the 3 screws, okay? I never have to take them out because the way I designed this, it's real simple. So these 2 up front, you can see that they're loosened up. They're still attached into the into the interior part. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up now. Slide out our battery deal there. Oops, kind of forgot with the interior here, because we have our guys all wired up. So anyways, so you can see by looking, there's our 1 big screw that goes through our spur gear cover just up in the upper part. So basically our 2 lower screws are still the small standard 1.5 millimeter, and then we went to the 2 millimeter on all of our upper screws now. So these are basically 2 millimeter, and same with this. So I mean, it's real simple. We drilled that out, boom, you know, it's drilled right into the Wraith interior there, just right, I mean literally right there, you can see, and it's like having 2 little wings on there, and that's it. Just real simple. So it's nothing too fancy, nothing super sophisticated, just really fun overall. So it's a Wraith interior, but it works, and it just sits right down in over top of everything, literally perfect. The way it all sits, I mean, it just kind of goes in there just right. So, and that's it. I mean, it's real simple. So, and then we just feed our power back through there, our power wire, sit it back down. Kind of pop those out a little bit, push them down, and she's ready to be mounted back in. So it's a real simple process. It's easy, but it looks cool, and that's the key thing. I mean, in all reality, with everything dealing with RCs, you can make anything work in almost any of these RCs, which that's what makes this whole entire hobby exciting and fun. You know, I just happen to have a Wraith myself, and so I was able to measure out and see they lined up, they worked out perfect, and boom, you know, I thought I'm gonna get one and put it in. So that's what I did. So it's a real simple deal, and that's how you can mount yourself up a Wraith interior on your SCX10 and make it work and look cool, you know. We will continue doing some of these mod videos on the junkyard and show you kind of how we did the battery tray, how we mounted up tailpipe, you know, a few things that I've not ever shown, how we made this driver drive and drink basically. So, and that's one thing we don't condone. So anyways, it's fun, we enjoy this hobby a ton, and we just wanted to share that with all of you. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Must be nap time. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We enjoyed sharing it with you, and make sure to hit the like button and definitely subscribe. So, and we'll keep bringing you these fun videos and more adventures as we keep making them. So thanks again for watching with CodesEmpire.
Thanks for watching CodesEmpire.
Yeah. Thanks, bud.